To Akealy Moton, this circle feels like home.
For me, it's kind of therapeutic, being that when you really have a good throw, like you feel it out of the back, you get to the front, you hit it just right, you just know it's gonna go far.
To truly appreciate how far she's come, you have to circle back to her past. In high school, Moton was circled as a prized recruit for both basketball and track and field. She finished her prep career as West Fargo's all-time leading scorer and rebounder. In addition, she was a 6-time state champion in track and field, winning 3 shot put titles and 3 more in javelin. But her dream from a young age was to follow her parents' footsteps and play college hoops, a point she made very clear to track and field coaches like NDSU throwers coach Justin St. Clair during the recruiting process.
I remember watching Akealy at the indoor state championships here, and I was watching and thought, wow, this young lady is very talented. And I knew she was also a great basketball player. And so during the process of recruiting her, like, she had been pretty frank, like, hey, I'm gonna play basketball. Like, okay, that's fine. But just remember, if you do decide that you wanna do track, I would love to have you.
Fans down low for Moton.
Moton signed to play basketball at UND out of high school. She earned limited minutes as a freshman, but ended up only playing in 15 games. It was far from the dream scenario she had hoped for.
It was more so challenging the aspect that, like, me and part of the coaching staff and part of the teammates didn't really connect how I envisioned we did. Like, in the summer we were all fine, but once the season started, you know, it just kind of dwindled a bit. And for me mentally, it was very challenging. And I knew what I needed to do for myself. And that was I told myself, don't be afraid to be selfish when it comes to yourself, whether that's mentally, physically, whatever like that, so.
It didn't take long for Moton to circle back to a coach she was familiar with.
Justin always told me, like, if you ever want to come do track, just call him. So I was like, okay, I'm just do it. So I called him the one day and he answered the phone, hey, Akealy. And I was like, oh, hey. And I kind of just told him, like, hey, I'm thinking of doing track.
I'm like, yep, okay, let's do it.
Moton hadn't picked up a shot put since the state meet her senior year of high school. Now she was stepping into her first practices with an NDSU throwing program that's recognized as one of the best in the country.
It's a lot different than a basketball because I was shooting it right away. I wasn't really like shot putting it, I was follow throwing. Like, it was weird. But no, after a little bit of just like talking and like doing repetitive, like, oh, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, it came back.
Moton burst onto the scene. She finished her freshman year earning Summit League Field Athlete of the Year and claiming All-American honors with a 5th place finish in the shot put at the National Outdoor Meet. She continued her ascension as a sophomore, registering a mark good enough to qualify for the Olympic trials. But COVID brought everything to a screeching halt right before the indoor championship meet got underway.
You do so much when it comes to training and throwing and just building up the confidence to be like, okay, I can compete with these girls. And just kind of have it drag or swipe from under your feet. It's kind of hard. I would go on runs with my dog. I'd do ab workouts in the house, drill in my apartment, but there wasn't a lot you could do right away.
Her persistence through the pandemic has paid off. This spring, Moton garnered All-American honors again with a 5th place finish at the National Indoor Meet. All the while, she continues to smash her own school records on a weekly basis.
I always take pride in that, being that for me, it's like, okay, I'm making history. I'm doing something that I always dreamed of doing.
You know, she's a very talented athlete. She has just a great awareness on what she's doing. She's powerful, she's fast. Like, she kind of has the full package.
At one point this spring, Moton had the top throw in the country. She'll undoubtedly contend for a national title, but there's another date circled on her calendar too. On June 24th, she'll be in Eugene, Oregon, with a chance at making these historic 5 circles a reality.
Since I've qualified for the trials, so that's obviously just like go there and try and do what I can do my best and just go from there. I always want to get better. I feel like that's a big thing with a lot of athletes, is like when you have that drive to be like, okay, how do I get better at this? So when you actually do it, you feel so much just like empowered, being that you learned something new and now you can really go out there and do your thing.
Physically, she has it. She can flip the switch and throw what she needs to throw. I don't question that or doubt that. She's strong enough, fast enough. She has all the tangibles, physical. The question becomes, is that what you want? And if that's what you want, then the mentality needs to be that. And if she decides that's what she wants, she can do it.
Akealy once wanted basketball, but has found her new home in the circle, and her athletic dreams are still in the palm of her hand.
I'm happy now, a lot more than I was when I was there, and I'm starting to really figure out who I am as an athlete and a person while I'm here.
Moton sure has plenty of competition to motivate her during practice. NDSU has 4 shot put throwers ranked among the top 70 in the country. That includes 2 in the top 7 with Moton and Bison senior Shelby Gunnels. The next few months will be busy for the West Fargo native with the Summit League Outdoor Championships, the NCAA Championships, and the Olympic trials all within a span of 6 weeks.